What's up, guys? Just making a quick highlight video. Not going to do a ton of talking on this one or show a shitload of footage. It was a lot of follow the leader, but we will show some moments, so to speak, I guess. We'll give the start a few different looks here. I had a couple battles during this race we'll watch, and then had a incident at the end of the race, defending on a tight section of track against Alex and running out of pavement and then hitting him. So yeah, we'll check out those few things, and we'll call it good so I can get practicing for Indy for my next race. Let's get it. So yeah, this is Jesus Christ, this is the Big Grid series on Tuesdays, and I'm in the pro class. We have 3 classes in this grid: Pro, Silver, and AM. So there is an overall champion in this series, but there's also 3 other individual champions in this series. So you'll see some pace anywheres from 23s to 28s, I think, in this race. Formation lap, but we had like 41 cars. We're just going double file for the formation lap right now, though. We'll get a good shot of all the cars coming to the grid. I just gotta say real quick that it's super cool to have 40 dudes and a girl or two that show up weekly all the time for these races. Like, just to look at the screen right now and know that each person driving one of these cars is wherever they are in the world. We have people from Jamaica to Australia to everywhere in Europe, everywhere in the US. We've got people on the in the Bahamas. We got people just fucking everywhere, man. And it's just so cool that everyone can come together for a like-minded thing like this and like represent for themselves. It's really sweet. Just had to get that out of my mind. Appreciate all these guys and girls. I remember one more thing I'll add real quick, and then I'll shut the hell up. I know I said I wasn't going to talk at all, but I remember a year and a half, 2 years ago, starting league racing in ACC, and we would be lucky, not in this league, but other leagues, we would be lucky to get 10 or 12 cars on track. Like, that would be a good grid. We were like, all right, we got 10, 15 people tonight. This is amazing. If you had 20, it was like, holy shit, dude, this is going to be amazing. Now we got 40, 50 cars on grid. Stuff's just crazy. It's awesome. I love it. Can't thank you guys enough. So yeah, I was qualifying at the back of the pro grid here, and I was mixed in with some silvers as well. What up, Slow? We're gonna watch that first few corners here from a few different angles, because this is a really pretty looking start. It gets a little fucky up here. I went outside and went around so many people. That's where the crashing happened right there. So yeah, let's go back and watch a few angles from the start. I was going to switch to a mid-pack driver, but I am the mid-pack driver. I'm starting in 20th. Ooh, I just made it at... Watch me swerve right, seeing this Ferrari coming. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Good job to Cody, though, keeping it on. I think it was Cody. Little bump there, little bump there. Everyone held it together. Now watch me go outside here. I noticed everyone was stacking up and everyone was single file. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going around the outside. Good thing I did because they stacked up there. See ya! And then a little carnage. The blue McLaren. Oh, that's you. Yeah, you ass. I'm like, the blue McLaren. Oh, shit. Let's check out, let's see. Let's go to, let's see. Let's go TV. And then I'm just going to flip back through the field. I just want to see how clean this start was for everybody. It was really nice. Look at the caution being shown by everybody there. Great job. Great job. People are finally learning that patience in a big grid like this. You have to be so patient. You can't expect to gain any spots on like the first lap. First lap is all about survival, settling into a position, and then starting the race from there. And everyone really is doing a good job learning that. That's beautiful. Good stuff right there, guys. Good. Oh, we got someone. Oh! Jen took a spin there. Oh! We had a little impact there, too. Alright, now I'll stop with the bullshit. Yeah, we'll play it out. I'll show you what I saw from the start. This is where I was like, oh, look at this wide opening. And just like that, everyone is single file. So that just goes to show you having that patience on the first sector or first two sectors will keep you in survival. This was a fun race, Lucky. You're not lying. You've been having such amazing pace lately too, dude. I've been trying to catch up to you. Sorry, I forgot to put it in helicam. Now, the guy behind me here, the 2-car, is on a controller, and he was, I think he's watching the stream right now, he was putting such pressure on me. I don't think he was trying to put, you know, quote-unquote pressure, as much as he was just, like, playing follow the leader. But I could notice real quick that his pace was a little faster than mine. I ended up getting out of his way in a lap or two, because I just couldn't handle it anymore. I'm like, just go. But just like that, that's after one lap, the pack is spread out so much. I got a ton of more replays here, as you guys know. We'll run through them all. Number 2. I can see that you said I wanted to battle with you more, but I can't see anything after that on the comment on my screen. But yeah, no, I would, honestly, if it wasn't the very start of the race, I probably would have been keen to battle with you. But in my mind, it's not worth it to battle that hard so early in the race. I was like, I'll just let you go, try to follow you. I usually turn into battle mode on the second stint. I do a lot of, like, my racecraft tends to be stay clean in the first half, settle into a good rhythm, pick off as many spots as I can, pick and choose my battles, and then I really turn up the heat and intensity in the second stint. As far as like squeezing people, making moves, stuff like that. So I was alright with letting you go. Wasn't like I was getting angry or nothing. I was just like, shit, motherfucker's faster than me. I gotta let him get out of here. I've gotten really good at Sector 2 here. I used to hate this track. I mean, I still do hate it, but I feel like I've gotten a decent rhythm into this sector now. Sector 3, I am ass. Starting right here. It is nice to see that I am at least utilizing the whole track. Not sure why my speed sucks so badly at Zandvoort. It's not a line thing. It must just be like a smoothness thing. Well, this is boring. Where's the cars? I can only watch myself run around for so long. Go to the next one for you guys. Give you some passing going on here or something. And my incident at the end is gonna be pretty bad. we'll check that one out a few different times. JC, what up? What up? What up? Yeah, man, it was a good battle. Really good battle. You had too much for me. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where... I feel like there's going to be something right up here where I'm following Georgia right now, and I know that we come up on a big crash ahead of us. So I think this is when it's going to happen. Yeah, this has got to be the spot, definitely. Should be a crash right up ahead, right here. Oh man, I picked it. Yeah, let's watch that again. Ooh, she's barely. Oh man, we gotta watch out from her view too. Oh, right there was crazy. It sucks they won't let her. The game doesn't give a choice of a female driver, by the way. I just realized that. This game only has male drivers, and this is actually a female driving this car. Shame on you, Kunos, for not having female drivers. Okay, I'll check yours out too, Dalton. Whoa! I want to see her inputs. Riding that brake pretty hard. She's gonna need to put a dead zone in. Someone give Georgia the tip of maybe putting a dead zone on her brake. Looks like she holds it a little. Yeah, I'm gonna take a few different looks at this one. Yeah, we'll go through everyone's view on this incident. Jesus Christ. Nothing like planting the throttle when you see two cars on ahead of you, shorty. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh! How did he start spinning right there? Oh, that's why. There's so many people to watch go through this. Damn, how long did this... Ninja thumbs. Oh, man. Now, pro tip for anybody here. I know this is a split-second decision, obviously. But if you had a choice to go right or left here, you have room for 1.5 car widths to the right, and you got about 10 or 15 car widths to the left. Which way do you think would be the better way to go? Just a lesson for some people. It's hard to do it in the heat of the moment, but with a scenario like this, fucking ride up that sand like you're going to the beach if you have to, because that right side's going to close off real quick. Always go to the outside of a corner to avoid a wreck. Cars are naturally, typically going to slide to the inside. Oh, and that's why you hold your brakes. Whoever the 41 was, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. He's just letting it slip. That's what made it hard for Alex there. Or Zanotti. How'd that wreck even happen? Oh, you hit him. Obviously not on purpose, but... Now this is why I'm going to bring up not flashing a lot in the driver's meeting. Not to pick on Molnix here by any means. Cletus is fine. He races in real life. He knows what's up. But Rupert's going to get flashed here. I know Rupert like well enough as a person where he does not want to be in anyone's way. He tries very hard to not be in people's way. He tries really hard to race really good, and he's a great driver, but his pace is obviously a couple seconds slower than this car that we're in right here. So as soon as he gets flashed by this guy, I know mentally Rupert is like, holy shit, I gotta get out of the way, I gotta get out of the way, I gotta get out of the way. So when he went into that fast corner down here to the right, he broke a little harder than he typically ordinarily would, and tried to stay to the outside to let Molnix go to the inside. That's why it's so iffy on like who you're gonna flash and when you're gonna flash them. Like you really got to make sure that that message is being sent the right way to the right person. And my big tip too, so I can end this rant, is don't try to pass back markers on entries. Pass them on exits. 9 times out of 10, your life is going to be so much easier passing them on an exit than it is going to be on an entry. On an entry, one little sudden movement is going to change the trajectory of both cars where they're going. On exit, you can change that trajectory and have the whole track ahead of you. There's no apex ahead of you, nothing. It's just track ahead of you, so you can make a move left or right. But on entry, you're all pulling towards that apex, so there's no left or right movement going on. So set up those exit passes and you'll have way better luck. So here's the flash. Rupert starts freaking out now. He's like, how do I let him by? How do I let him by? How do I let him by? I know, I'll let him by here. And then, yeah. And it's no one's fault. It's just like, that's my analysis of that situation. Molnix is trying to start his car up, so he was like, oh shit. We gotta find Dalton coming through here. That was that one. Yeah, this is why I do these highlight videos too, because it's cool to analyze, like, hey, what should we have done here? What could we have done here? Shit like that. Oh, what more do we have? Was that the third one? I think it was. This one. And anyone who, like, when people ask me, like, oh, how do I get better here? How do I get better here? This is how you can get better, like, personally looking at your own footage and watching how you enter certain corners, and you'll be like, oh, I did that one shitty. I could have done that one better. I'm turning in too early there. Just shit like that. I usually will watch it from the heli cam like this. Make sure I'm using all the track. You can really learn a lot by watching footage. You just gotta know what you're looking for. Watch it the proper way. I tried to leave the door open. Oh, that's why he didn't pass me right here. I tried to leave the door open right here for Frankenhouse Hazard. He got loose. I was gonna say, I'm like, what the hell? And then I remember making the comment of like, well, I can't leave the door open for you multiple times. I think I let him by in a few corners. More incessant flashing. I'm like, go, dude. Hazard Frankenhouse 87. He's had mega pace improvement lately. I think he's enjoying that new speed. He's just got to, it's like getting a new powerful gun. You might have to go target practicing a little more often just to be able to reel in that new gun. Just like having new pace. You gotta figure out how to use that pace steer advantage once you find the speed. He's probably going to have to start readjusting how he approaches his races based on his newfound speed. Or just fucking send it. I think anything else really happens through here. A little follow the leader action. Yeah, we had a big pack of us here that's going to go pretty much to the end of the race almost. Think I might have like, oh yeah, what Alex has been waiting for would be this one. So yeah, and then me and my buddy Alex had a battle at the very, very end of the race. where, all right, so he's right there behind me. We end up going, I'll let him get up to it. Then I'll break it down, and then maybe he can go in the comments and break it down after from his perspective. Cars got a lot of rubber on them now. Oh, there goes Dalton in the grass. Alright, so Alex is chasing me down. We're going to be heading to the last lap. Lap 37 was the last lap, I believe, I think. Anyways, as we head onto the last lap, going into turn 1, I overshoot my braking zone. I expect him to get to my inside, which he does. Then we come up to that slight little kink of turn 2 to the left, and he stays to my inside, and I'm like, I'm half a car length ahead of him at this point. And as we're going into that tight right-hander, I'm like, he's going to have to back out from here. Like, we're both going full tilt. We're not going to make it through this corner. And so I tried to leave him the space, but the speed we were carrying through the corner took me wide, put me in the grass on the exit. Then I went right to the brake for the hairpin and locked up the left sides coming off the grass. And you'll see what happens. Checked him into the boards. And then I knew I was going to give him the spot at that point, but I didn't want to let him have the victory or satisfaction of the victory at that point. So I stayed ahead of him, and I didn't give him the spot until the actual finish line. I slammed on the brakes and let him have the spot. He was flashing me aggressively like, "You fucking asshole." I'm like, you got to come try to get it again. So you'll see. This is where I overshot it. He gets to the inside. Now I'm going to show this from my view first. And then we can pick it apart after. This is the view I drive from. As soon as I got on the brakes, locked it up. So you haven't even seen him yet. There he is. So that's what I was able to see. Tried to leave him space here, knew he was to the inside. Brakes, and I'm like, yeah, just slid, hit him. So you'll see the other view now. And honestly, I mean, he's got every right in the world to stay next to me right here. Every right in the world. I mean, it's called racing for a reason. However, I will say it is super dangerous to go too wide at speed through this next set of corners, the next 2 corners. So I fully expected him to back out a little bit and not push the issue. When we got to here, like, he's only at my rear wheels right here. So I'm literally at this point, I'm like, he's gonna back out, and I've got the line at this point. Like, you can't claim the line to the inside where you are at that point at my rear axle. So we turn in. I'm going wide now. Wide, 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 wide. I still don't know exactly where he is, so honestly, I assumed at this point, that he was behind me. Assumed. And as you can see, I was locked up coming off the grass there. watch the tire marks. Boom, right here, locking up, and then I just slid into him there, chucked him into the wall hard. Horrible spot to chuck him into the wall. Lock up. So then I'm like, alright, he's still there. Now he's mad. He's probably like, why isn't he letting me go? Which, I don't blame him. But I was like, fuck that, I'm not letting him go. And so I let him follow me. I held him off until the finish line, and I slammed on the brakes right at the finish line, and I let him have the position. But yeah, let's analyze this thing a few different ways here. Get in his car. Oh, it looked from his, okay, so from his point of view, it looks like I just drove straight into him. But yeah, I definitely didn't try to check you, buddy. I think he knows that, but it does look really bad from his end, though. And so I thought about it, I was like, I'll let him by here, and then I'm like, nah, since he's my buddy, I'm like, I'll piss him off a little bit. I just kept going. Like I said, at the finish line, I slammed on the brakes, gave him the spot. Yeah, let's watch a couple other... Locked up the brakes. Look at the skid marks. Oh, sorry. Boom. I don't like that the car goes halfway through the wall, though. I wish it would actually hit the wall. Like, real life. But yeah, it was a fun battle. Me and Alex are constantly trying to gain pace on each other and shit. We're good buddies. So then, yeah, I slam on the brakes for him up here. At the very last possible second, too, just to be a prick. That's what I gave him right there. Oh, shit. Alright guys, I gotta go practice some indie so I can figure out how to be not slow as fuck there. Appreciate you watching. We will see you for next time. What do we got? Do I have a race this Sunday? I feel like I got a race this Sunday. Yeah, I got a race Sunday at Indy. I think. Pretty sure. Check it out. Subscribe, like, all that good shit. Later.